Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I think today's question is, what's the point of it all, really? I'm not sure I'm over keen on this energy. We're going to do a divine masculine and a divine feminine check-in. We're using the fairies. What's the point of it all? What was the point of it? Of what? Well, all of it. This journey, okay, the rough with the smooth. What was the point of it? Maybe I'm just going to be quiet and just tap into this energy. That's what I feel, very quiet, like I just want to tap into this energy. And the point of it was, what exactly? I'm going to pull some cards, guys, and well, that's it. Let me pull some cards. Let's have a look at the bottom of the decks. Look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answers in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Right, well, shall we carry on with the Law of Attraction book? Thought I was pulling some cards. How about I pull some cards first and allow me to have a little bit of time? I need a little time to think things over. Let your past go. Relationship. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So what's the point of all this? So that you could get to know yourself. You get to know that the divine is taking care of you. Okay. So I've got Oracle of the Fairies. Oracle of the Fairies, daily guidance from your angels, messages from your angels. I'm going to read the lyrics to I Need a Little Time to Think Things Over. That's interesting. I can see we have Maya, which really takes me to this month. There's something very specific about the month of May. It says schooling, study and education helps your life purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. And seeing as we're looking in a book, the Law of Attraction book, is where I'm going to be looking. There's a lot here about, I feel this energy of studying alone. It's energy of going within. Okay, do you want any more to go with this? Postcard from Spirit. Okay, and then I think we shall read the lyrics to I Need a Little Time. And And then we shall have a read from the Law of Attraction book. All I keep hearing is, you need a little time for your big head, don't you? Don't you? I'm going to get 5 cards from the Fairy Tarot for each side. It was a beautiful summer's day out there. I imagine it still is. We just got a bit of cloud cover. Okay. Are we under the weather? We all go there. Okay. 5 cards, please. There's a little bit on this card that's been torn. Nothing's right, I'm torn. Is that, or is it nothing's fine, I'm torn? I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I'm afraid. Lying naked on the floor. Divine Feminines. Cold and afraid, you're losing faith. Oh, you're just out of faith. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I felt the energy as soon as I woke up this morning. And the point is, it was like another day. Same day, same shit. It's not a great attitude, is it? I'm meant to be looking at the bottom of these decks. Archangel Gabriel is with you. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Seeing as your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. We'll look at the bottom of the fairy deck in a moment. Let's have a look at I Need a Little Time. I need a little patience. Okay, I need a little time to think things over. Let's have a look at the lyrics. Who's it by? Foreigner. I want to know what love is. Okay. I don't think that's the song, is it? I want to know what love is. That isn't the song. I just typed in, you need a little time for your big head. Of course, it's a beautiful self. Okay, a little time. I need a little time to think it over. I need a little space just on my own. I need a little time to find my freedom. I need a little... Funny how quick the milk turns sour, isn't it? Isn't it? Your face has been looking like that for hours, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Promises, promises turn to dust. Wedding bells just turn to rust. Trust into mistrust. I need a little room to find myself. I need a little space to work it out. I need a little room all alone. I need a little... You need a little room for your big head, don't you? Don't you? You need a little space for 1,000 beds, won't you? Won't you? Lips that promise, fear the worst. Tongue so sharp, the bubble burst. Just into unjust. I've had a little time to find the truth. Now I've had a little room to check what's wrong. I've had a little time and I still love you. I've had a little, you've had a little time and you had a little fun, didn't you? Didn't you? While you had yours, do you think I had none? Do you? Do you? The freedom that you wanted bad is yours for good. I hope you're glad. Sad into unsad. I had a little time to think it over, had a little room to work it out. I found a little courage to call it off. I've had a little time. 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 Let's go to the Law of Attraction book. Page 111. Beyond the 3-step formula. Become more abundant and attract more money. Relationships with your vibration. Parents and teachers. Learn how to teach Law of Attraction to children. Your objective is to include the vibration of abundance in your vibrational bubble as often and as long as possible. The good news is it is easy to duplicate the vibration of abundance. You may be abundant in your life every day and haven't noticed it, celebrated it, or talked about it, therefore not including it in your vibrational bubble. Build a list of all the sources and resources where money and abundance can come from. Most people, when asked, how could you get more money, answer by saying that they could work more hours or earn more money, or get a part-time job to earn more money. For these people, their belief that this is the only way to increase their abundance is a limiting belief. There are actually many, many other ways where abundance is evident in your life. On the following page, there is a partial list of areas that can be deemed as abundant. In other words, when you experience anything on the following list, for most people it generates that feeling of abundance within them. You may also notice that in many cases, the feeling of abundance is not always related to money. Okay, sources of abundance. These are some examples. Someone treats you to lunch or breakfast or dinner. Someone gives you free advice or coaching. You receive gifts. You receive free transportation or lodging. You get your second cup of coffee free. Someone gives you a prize. You buy something at a discount or on sale. You get to use air mile points. You win door prizes. You trade or exchange with somebody. You sell your products or services and then add more of your own. And there's other sources of abundance. We're in the money. We're in the money. I'm trying, okay? Tools for including the vibration of abundance in your vibrational bubble. Tool number 1, record evidence of your abundantness. Keep a daily log of all the sources from which you are receiving abundance. This will significantly help you in noticing abundance in your life. Keeping a daily log shows you concrete proof, evidence that abundance does exist and is already present in your life. Celebrate. When you notice abundance, celebrate the evidence of it in your life. And while celebrating, know that you are offering the positive vibration of abundance. Remember, at every moment, including right now, the law of attraction is responding to the vibration you are offering and giving you more of the same old shit. Okay, we really have to change this mentality that is like floating around. Okay. Keeping this log encourages you to spend more time celebrating your abundantness, thereby including it in your vibrational bubble more frequently. Here is an example of an entry in a daily log to track abundantness. I'm abundant today. I'm abundant. Today I attracted abundance when a friend paid for my lunch. During lunch I received a half hour of free coaching. I had transportation to and from the airport. I received a cheque from a client. I received a thank you email. I got a deal on my new eyeglasses. Others. Maintain your own daily log. Do this exercise for the next 7 days and you will notice yourself saying, I'm so abundant, I've attracted evidence of abundance every day for the last 7 days. Or, I'm so abundant, I've attracted hundreds of dollars of free advice in the last 7 days. Ideally, you will continue to do this well beyond 7 days. Become more deliberate in your offering of the vibration of abundance, and the law of attraction will bring you more of the same. Use the worksheet on the next page to start logging your evidence of abundance today. Let's carry on, because it seems that money could be bringing the energy down. Okay, the lack of money. Tool number 2, always say yes to money. A lot of people feel challenged to say yes when someone offers to pay for their lunch or buy them a gift or wants to simply give them money. Many people, when offered to have their lunch paid for, respond with, no, that's okay, you don't need to do that, or, oh no, I'll pay for my own, you don't have to buy me lunch, or, oh no, I couldn't. Does this sound like you or someone you know? I've been having a conversation this morning about this kind of, what's the whole point of it all? And I was actually speaking about this topic, about how people, when I had money and I tried to treat people or ask them if they wanted to kind of, go away or do something, and I would pay for it, there was a big block that went up. And so I've already been speaking about that this morning, about how people are not actually receptive to receiving offers, especially if it's money or if it's an opportunity. Okay. Well, let's have a look at tool number 3. Oh, we haven't finished this one yet. Tool number 2, always say yes to money. A lot of people feel challenged to say yes when someone offers to pay for their lunch or buy them a gift or wants to simply give them money. Many people, when offered to have their lunch paid for, respond with, no, that's okay, you don't need to do that, or, oh no, I'll pay for my own, you don't have to buy me lunch, or, oh no, I couldn't. Does this sound like you or someone you know? In all of these statements, you can hear resistance to receiving money. The new you, however, will learn to say, thanks, I would like that, and you'll start to feel good about it. You may experience discomfort at first, but as you continue to say yes, it will get easier and you will feel your resistance fading away. This in turn opens up your allowing for more money. Start saying yes to money today. Tool number 3, hold on to that check. Do you want to raise your vibration when it comes to receiving more money? Then hang on to checks you've received for a little bit longer. Instead of cashing a check the day you get it, holding on to it will generate more vibrational value if you observe it for a day or more. Every time you view the check, you will get a little jolt of excitement that will be offered to the law of attraction. Remember that each time you feel that little jolt of excitement, you are now including that vibration in your vibrational bubble. When you notice that something made you excited about money, do it over and over again. The law of attraction is always responding. Okay, wrapping up. Abundance and attracting more money. Here's what we've covered in this section. Be more deliberate to include the feeling of abundance in your current vibration. Become aware of many different sources of abundance. Recording evidence of abundance increases your attention to the vibration of abundance. Your job is to include the vibration of abundance as often as possible in your vibrational bubble. Celebrate the moment you notice you've attracted something abundant. 3 tools to help you attract abundance more deliberately. Record evidence of your abundantness. Always say yes to money and hold on to that check. Okay. Now, that's quite interesting, the beginning of this part. I don't know, do you want to go on to the relationship part? Relationships in your vibration? I think we should, seeing as we have the relationship card that's out. Okay, and it says your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance the relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. Okay, relationships and your vibration. Have you noticed at times when you meet somebody that within seconds you are saying to yourself, I don't like their energy? At other times you meet someone and can tell you are hitting it off with them within seconds because you catch yourself saying, I sure like their energy. These kinds of experiences show that you've already been picking up on other people's energies or vibes. Most definitely this morning, picking up on my own energy and vibe and knowing that I believe we might have a little collective issue here. A little. If you were to measure your vibrations on a scale of 1 to 100, 100 being a very high vibe, and I being a very low, and I being a very low vibe, 1 being a very low vibe, where would your vibe be? Imagine a radio dial, station 0 to station 100. All the radio stations between 0 to 50 are negative, talk radio, and all the stations from 50 to 100 are positive talk radio. I was just about to say that I'm halfway at 50, which is on the borderline of switching it from being negative to positive. Your vibes are similar to the vibes of radio frequencies. When you are feeling really good and everything is working out in your life, things come to you easily, and everyone in your life is positive. We could say that your vibe is as high as 98.5 on the radio dial. How can you tell when you are on 98.5? You can tell by how you feel. You can see by the diagram and by how you are feeling when your vibe is high that it means there is little to no negative vibration around you. When there is little to no negative vibration around you, then everything comes to you much quicker. You start attracting relationships that are of similar vibration. Some of you may also notice that as you've been moving up the dial, raising your vibration, you start attracting like-minded and like vibration people in all areas of your life. The distance between your vibration and someone else's vibration is equal to the amount of resistance, negativity you feel when you are with them. Okay. On the other hand, many of you may also be familiar with the saying, negativity breeds negativity. Most of us have people in our lives that aren't on station 98.5 at the same time when we are. Recall a time in your life when your vibration was high. You're having one great experience followed by another and you love everything in your life. Then your telephone rings. You look at the call display and it's somebody in your life that is at a much lower vibration than you. As a matter of fact, just seeing their name lowers your vibration. Let's call this person your negative Nelly. Your negative Nelly. Some people may ask, how can I even attract a negative Nelly if I have such a high vibration? The answer is simple. You didn't necessarily attract them by choice. The negative Nelly in your life could be, for example, your partner, workmate, colleague, child, parent or neighbour. Let's say, for example, that negative Nelly's vibration is consistently low on station 30.1 and your vibration is on 98.5. Looking at the radio station below, you can see the amount of distance between your vibration and negative Nelly's vibration. Okay, let's have a look at the resistant chart at the bottom here. So negative person 30.1, positive person 98.5. The amount of distance between your vibration and someone else's vibration is equal to the amount of resistance, negativity you feel when you are with them or talk to them. In the past, you may have said, hey, negative Nelly brings me down. The truth is, negative Nelly didn't bring you down. You lowered your dial vibration to match theirs. How to hold your positive vibration. What can you do in the future to maintain your... Excuse me? Okay. What can you do in the future to maintain your vibration at 98.5 when you are talking to people who are at a much lower vibration? Just like you can select a station or vibration on your car radio, You can also have a high vibration and stay there despite having negative Nelly in your life. Here's how to do that. The next time your negative Nelly calls you and starts to talk about how sad their life is, or how they don't like their job, don't have enough money, or a satisfying relationship, you have two choices. And what I actually feel is a negative Nelly within us coming through. So choice number one, you can buy into that conversation, which then lowers your vibration to match theirs. Or choice number two, when you hear them say what they don't want, you can simply ask them, so what do you want? Remember, there is a negative Nelly. Okay. Remember that there is a negative Nelly. It says, remember that as a negative Nelly goes from what they don't want to what they do want, their words change. And when their words change, their vibration changes. So they now offer a new higher vibration. As their vibration rises, it gets closer to matching yours. And the closer their vibration is to yours, the more harmonious your vibrations become. I can already feel my vibration lifting. Okay. So now you understand that when you meet somebody and you hit it off with them saying to yourself, did I ever click with them? Our chemistry was so good. Okay, you really mean that your vibrations are in harmony. I think they're kind of making it as a statement. Did I ever click with them? Our chemistry was so good. You really mean that your vibrations are in harmony. When you meet somebody and before you even learn their name, you catch yourself saying, wow, I don't like their energy. They're not my type. It's an indicator that your vibrations are not in harmony. Your job is to look after your vibration and steer any conversations that you have with people to be more uplifting and positive. You do that by remembering to gently ask the question, so what do you want? Thus helping the other person achieve a more positive and therefore higher vibration. So attracting your ideal relationship. I'll use the word relationship here to indicate many kinds of relationships. Perhaps your ideal partner, business partner, your relationship with your children, parents, neighbours, work colleagues, students or clients. Now we'll get started by using the 3-step formula for law of attraction to learn how to attract your ideal relationship. Reminder, the contrast you've experienced in the past will be helpful for your future. Knowing what you didn't like about a past partner or a past date is very useful to you. You can use this information to help you get clarity about the kind of partner you do want. For example, if you don't want someone who works too much, what do you want? If you don't want someone who is not adventurous, what do you want? If you don't want someone who is not interested in dancing, who is not romantic, or not a good listener, etc., what do you want? Understanding what you don't want will help you generate more clarity about what you do want, and your clarity becomes your new clear desire. The easiest way to do this is to say to yourself, so what do I want? It sounds simple, and it is. When you change your observation from what you don't want to what you do want, the vibration changes. When you change your vibration, the results will change. Notice too how you feel when you get clear about something. It feels good when we say, oh, that's exactly what I'd like. This new clarity has now become your desire, and this is the first step to manifesting your ideal relationship. If you're not truly offering a vibration of the way you want it to be, then the law of attraction cannot respond to it. In other words, you are saying that you want this kind of person, but you are sending out a vibe that is different than your desire. One way to check what vibration you are sending out is to observe what you are receiving in your life. And it's always a perfect match to whatever you are offering vibrationally. Most people, while in the process of attracting that ideal relationship, will often spend time noticing that they have not been attracting exactly what they want. That noticing is causing them to send out the vibration of lack, a negative vibration. Stop observing what you are not attracting and you'll stop giving it your attention, energy, and focus. Your job is to look for the parts of a relationship or the characteristics of a date that are matching your desire list and give those your attention. Your vibration will change and the law of attraction will bring you more of the same. And somehow I feel as if this comes in with that written letter that I put up last night. Okay, let's wrap up this section. Tips for attracting your ideal relationship. Tip number 1, don't tell anyone your date was a flop. Don't email your friends about it. Don't talk about it with your girlfriends. Don't write about it in your journal. Remember that the law of attraction doesn't know if you are remembering something, complaining about it, or worrying about it. The law of attraction will simply bring you more of whatever it is you are focusing on. Tip number 2, build your contrast list. Come home from your date and build a list of all the things that you didn't like about your dating experience and convert each item of contrast on your list into another thing that you clearly want. Tip number 3, move on if it doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel good on the first date, it usually doesn't get better. So simply move on to the next date, adding to your clarity list each time. Tip number 4, tell why it matches. Spend time talking about it, writing about it, and daydreaming about what is matching. Give what you like more attention, energy, and focus. So, wrapping up, relationships and your vibration. Here's what we've covered in this section. At every moment, you are sending a vibration, either positive or negative. When your vibration is high and someone else's is lower than yours, you feel resistance, negative vibration. To help maintain a high vibration when dealing with others who have a lower vibration, ask them, so what do you want? When they are complaining or talking about what they don't want. Use the deliberate attraction process to attract your ideal relationship. 4 tips for attracting your ideal relationship. Don't tell anyone your date was a flop. Build a list, move on if it doesn't feel right, and tell why it matches. Okay, parents and teachers learn how to teach the law of attraction to children. I believe first we need to know how to teach the law of attraction to ourselves. So that chapter can wait. Should we have a look at these cards then? So we have a look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answers in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So I really do truly hope that that's helped. We can read more into this, look in a book. The fairies are saying that the guidance you seek is contained within a book. Look around right now and pick up the first book you see. So give it a go. Hold the book against your heart and say, fairies, turn the pages in this book for me and guide my fingers to the words I need to see. Now close your eyes and randomly flick through the book, allowing your finger to come to rest somewhere on a page. Read the words and see if they resonate with you. If your finger lands on a picture, try it again until it lands on text. If the words immediately seem relevant, take them on board. If they don't, write them down and sit with them for a day or 2. Be patient and their meaning will come to you. Interesting. Being taken back to that written letter because it spoke about a date and moving the date. And okay. And when we read in the Law of Attraction book, it said about holding on to that check, okay, for a couple of days, a day or 2. And it's kind of saying the same about that letter. Okay, so if it doesn't make sense, it says, if they don't make sense, write them down, which they've been wrote down, and sit with them for a day or 2. Be patient and their meaning will come to you. You can also ask for the meaning of the words to be revealed in your dreams. Before you go to sleep, write the words on a piece of paper and place it under your pillow, saying, fairies, these words I place beneath my head. Reveal the meaning why I lie in my bed. In the morning, write down any dreams you can remember. Then be patient as the wisdom from your words filters through into your waking reality. The card may also be a reminder that reading a book would be good for you right now. If there's one you've been meaning to read for years, Think and Grow Rich. It's the only book I'll ever recommend to you guys, the #1 book to read. If there's one you've been meaning to read for years, now is the time to do it. The fairies may also be saying that a book can prove a valuable gift for someone else, as it may open their mind to other ways of being. So this is just also about you appreciating the abundance of free education. Okay, so the relationship, your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. I feel like I just want to do the exercise with the book to just show you kind of like that the words on the page will resonate with your current situation. We're going to go here. It says, next we'll examine 2 case studies that illustrate how the clarity through contrast process help generate clarity. So next, we'll examine 2 case studies that illustrate how the clarity through contrast process helped generate clarity. Seeing as Janice, Greg, one wanting relationship, the ideal relationship, one wanting the ideal financial situation. Okay, I feel like these 2 are coming together. Now it's time to bring together these 2 case studies. Let's read this relationship card. This card signals that you're entering a more positive phase in your relationships. As the picture on the card shows, you're now out of the forest, page number 77, and entering an area filled with light and beauty. Like the angel portrayed on the card, portrayed on the card. Okay, it took me to the word betrayed. You just need to hang on a little while longer. Additional meanings of this card. The answer to your question lies within your relationship. Trust your feelings about your current relationship and act accordingly. The angels are helping you manifest a wonderful new relationship. Send light, love, and angels to your present relationship. A positive transition is occurring in a current relationship, which could include a healthy ending. Are you including that into your relationship? Vibrational bubble. A healthy conclusion, a healthy conclusion. And then you have Archangel Gabriel with you. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Interesting, as the card before said about sending angels, love and light, to your relationship. And that message really come through that the Divine Masculine had seen an angel. He thought it was you because you had the same vibrational energy as this angel. That's been sent to him. Okay, he's got all the tools he needs. Just didn't know how to use them, so hopefully that book has given you some crucial guidance. We actually need to find Archangel Gabriel. I am with you as one of your guardian angels. You may wonder why an archangel is with you. I help many people simultaneously, and you are among them. I help those whose life purpose is in the arts or communication. I will help you polish and trust in your natural talents. Then I will open doors for you to express those talents in a way that will help others. What I need from you in return is honesty and cooperation. Tell me about your fears, your hopes and your confusion, your insecurities and your dreams. Ask me to help you, and then please walk through the doors of opportunity that I open for you. I am on your side completely. With an exclamation mark. My function is to be your coach, and as such, I may prod you along. Please know that I am only pushing you because I know that you need a little boost from above. I'm really picking up here that the Divine Feminine's energy could be affected, if you allow it. If you don't pick up on it, your energy could be affected, and it feels like via the masculine's energy is kind of insecure. let's have a look at these cards. Okay. Should we look at the tarot? Let's look at the tarot. Let's go to the tarot. Okay, we've got the Divine Masculine, the Emperor. It says use logic. I was going to say lose logic and structure. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organised, a firm but compassionate leader. And that's the thing the masculine needs to come with. He needs to come with passion. Okay. Divine Masculine, the Emperor. Open straight up to it. You've got like this red line as well on your book. What does that say? Forget the important. Then forget the important details. Did you forget the important details? Because it's highlighted that. It's pinpointed that. Pinpointed. Any dream needs love and passion to grow, but it also takes careful thinking and good leadership. Staying organised with a methodical plan can be important to fulfilling your life purpose. It's very easy to get caught up in the excitement of your dreams and then forget the important details. Preparation at the beginning will save you a great deal of time that you can use to bring your plans to life. You have what it takes to be a skillful and sympathetic leader. To communicate your vision, find words that inspire, but also show your heartfelt concern for those around you. Seek out wise counsel from those who have experience. The globe at the top of the Emperor's staff symbolises that the corners of the world are his primary focus, and that requires sound judgment. However, the heart shows that compassion for others is also a part of his decision-making process. The Emperor stands beneath a rose window, symbolising Christ's 12 disciples and the importance of teamwork, support and leadership. The additional meanings of this card: thinking things through logically, worldly success, relying on intellect, balancing daily concerns with the big picture, father figures, taking responsibility for others. Next, the Star. The Divine Feminine's energy here. Okay. Look to the future with hope and optimism. Excuse me. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. It's very much Divine Feminine. You need to be up there on that 98.5. Okay. Now is the time to believe. Challenges fade away as the joy that comes from true faith lights your way like a clear, starry night. Life has wonderful, magical things in store for you. There's no room now for self-doubt. Look to the future with hope and optimism. God, the angels and the fairies can help you manifest whatever you need in order to move towards a happy life or career. Trust in yourself and your abilities. Allow your faith to grow. Like the constellations, it will guide you to a rich and fulfilling spiritual insights. Our fairy is opening the chalice well and releasing the ancient healing and manifestation energy for you. Okay, so I'm feeling very much, here's your assistance from the Divine Feminine. Might look like she's got her back on you, but she's actually sending protection, prosperity, purification your way. Okay. Helping you whilst you've been growing. So the additional meanings of this card: faith to move mountains, believing in your future, good fortune, light at the end of the tunnel, suddenly knowing what to do next, and spiritual joy. Okay, and as you can see, it's kind of like on the heart side. You need to come with passion and love and an open heart. Eight of Summer. The Divine Feminine, she's kind of got her bags packed here. She's ready for the Two of Cups. It says the desire for a more meaningful life, realising that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. So I feel the energy of the Divine Feminine actually being ready. to move on to the next stage of manifestation, the next stage of abundance. So now that you've got the tools, there should be nothing stopping you. Okay, 8 of summer. Let's have a look. Again, I feel the energy of the divine feminine. It's very much about the heart, opening up your heart, helping your heart to open. She looks like she's got ballet shoes on. It's like the Sugar Plum Fairy. Dun, 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 dun. 8 of summer. Turn the page. Doesn't want to turn the page. I'm on the 7 of summer. There are pros and cons to virtually every decision. The situation you're currently in is demanding a choice from you, and procrastination is simply no longer an option. Let's move on to the 8. This card represents a decision to leave a situation that's no longer in your highest good. You've made this choice on your own. It hasn't been pushed upon you. It may seem challenging, or it may seem like a wonderful relief, perhaps even an adventure. You can take small daily steps until the changes you desire are in place, or you can move much more quickly. The most important thing is that you evaluate your situation honestly and openly, and then move towards happiness. Don't worry, you're ready. The fairy has packed up her belongings and has chosen a new path for herself. A beautiful dawn awaits her. Additional meanings of this card: a relocation or job change, a turning point, leaving home, searching for deeper truths, a spiritual growth, realising there's more to life than meets the eye. I feel like you're going to be meeting the eye of the tiger. Okay, like actually the eye of the divine masculine. These two energies want to come together. It's like they want to put together their list of contrast to find clarity through it. It's like one has the answers for the other. Okay, let's go on. Princess of Winter, inquisitive, truthful, realistic and undiplomatic. Interesting, it's feminine masculine energy here. The Princess of Swords, the Page of Swords. That would be the surveyor, the studier, the, do we call it a stalker, maybe? Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. It was coming through really. It keeps talking about a date and a new relationship, and if things don't work out on the first date, it's probably likely it's not ever going to work out. And I have this energy of the divine masculine. Is he been considering dating others who are not like the divine feminine's energy? Whether he's actually been out on any dates, whether he's put himself out there on the dating network. So there is just this energy of it kind of said you've had some fun in that song. I picked it up. It was just kind of a little trigger there, as in trying to, I don't know, get back out there. So whether or not the divine masculine has been, well, it's, do we say that it's not very divine? But all is a lesson. Okay, divine behaviour. Who's us to say that what is and what is not divinely orchestrating? Divinely orchestrating, not orchestrated. Okay. But that's it. Kind of that song suggested. Well, you think you're the only one who's having fun. So it's kind of like be careful with that, because there's a jealousy that's coming through. As in, if one party kind of goes off and explores elsewhere because they've kind of walked away from this connection, then obviously if one kind of goes off and has fun, then the other would be, I would say, receiving the same. So if you don't like the idea of your counterpart with another person apart from yourself, but then you're kind of going off exploring, you have to expect that they'll do the same. Touche wanted to come through. Does that mean same? I don't know. What does touche mean? hold on. That's all right, it's just a message from the daughter. I can have a look later. Let's have a look what touche meaning. Used as an acknowledgement during a discussion of a good or clever point made at once expressed by another person. You haven't contributed much this evening. How could I have? Touche. I do go on. In fencing, used as an acknowledgement of a hit by one's opponent. Anyway. Right, so let's read this card. So there's information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. Need a little room for your big head, don't you? You need a little room for your big head. Don't you? Lips that promise. I don't know the words, we just read them now. The Princess of Winter is a student of the intellect. She's endlessly curious about everything. She can... I've got to try and say this word. Differentiate. I reckon I said that quite well. Differentiate the truth from a lie in seconds and knows facts and figures that would astound you. If there's an exciting new idea being tossed around, you can bet your last dollar that this princess was in on the concept from the beginning. She is logical and realistic, but that can make her a bit difficult to get close to. She keeps her emotions, it's page number 144. She keeps her emotions fairly well guarded. She can also have a harsh tongue, speaking without thinking. Truly, she didn't mean to hurt your feelings, she was just being bluntly honest. So try to focus on the message, not the messenger. But if she continually displays hurtful behaviour, you don't have to hang out with her. The little fairy from the Ace of Winter is now an adult, as is her companion. She has grown fully into her inner strength and is now a powerful young woman. But be careful, her words can be as fierce as her companion's growl. Additional meanings of this card. An unpredictable person or situation, the need to communicate clearly, an indigo child or adult, assertiveness, objective feedback. So I feel like what I've just said then, there's some triggering. I've just triggered. Now, how I personally look at this is that I'm just focused on my mission, on actually working my way through this, and my focus on finding a replacement for my divine masculine, that's not on the agenda. And I also believe that that would be the same with him, is that he's not actually focusing on that. You have to have a look, guys, at what if you're focusing on kind of thinking, well, I'm ready for a relationship, I just want to get in a relationship, and you kind of push it, rather than just knowing that the divine is going to deliver your divine one, and you're going to know straight away, okay? Whether our placement sent in, it's all going to be very natural, free-flowing, and you shouldn't have to go seeking for it. So if you're not seeking outside, I was actually going to say, if you're not seeking outside your comfort zone because you feel uncomfortable being alone, then you have to believe that your counterpart is on the same level as you, the same vibration. Okay. If you lower yourself down to those thoughts, or you are looking outside thinking, well, I'm just going to look for really? You're going to look for someone else? That's just like throwing yourself up into the air and just saying that you want to change the situation, like you're actually going to force the situation to change. This keeps coming up this week about being tempted to walk away from, really you're walking away with your relationship from yourself and with the divine. Okay, that's a bit hard to get out, but I don't know if that made sense. Like attracts like. So if you feel that your masculine's off entertaining elsewhere, then for one, yeah, you're going to be attracting that. And also, you will start to get the feeling as if you're going to go and do the same. Okay. So you just attract your own reality by what you include in your vibrational bubble. And your divine counterpart is a committed, divine, loving, nurturing, compassionate, divine masculine that is doing all this for you. IRY, airy, AIRY. It was, can you see that? Airy, fairy, airy. Let's have a look at this final card here. The Princess of Summer. So we've gone from the Princess of Winter to the Princess of Summer. Now, interesting as these colours, it feels like you're picking up on the masculine's energy here. The Emperor. It's kind of rubbing off on you. Okay. And then we have this nice lighter blue energy here. This says gentle, sensitive, kind and inexperienced. A new relationship or emotional experience. Invitation to social events. A compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Ooh. Clicky shoulder. Why are we shrugging? Well, it's half a shrug, isn't it? Princess of Summer. Princess of Summer. No mistakes. Princess Summer. It isn't, it's Princess. The Princess of Summer is a gentle and sensitive soul. So is very interested in relationships with other people but can be quite shy. If you check out her bedside table, you'll almost certainly find a romance novel. She's poetic with a fondness for writing, including journaling everything she feels. If daydreaming were an Olympic sport, she'd be a gold medalist. So I want to say practice your automatic writing, guys, and see what messages actually do come through. Okay. If you approach her with outstretched arms and an open heart, she will happily embrace you. It's page number 114. Embrace you and let you into her life. She will eagerly listen to all your worries with great compassion. No one cries alone when the Princess of Summer is around. Just keep in mind that she's not very experienced in the world. The princess perceives everything through her feelings, so she may not get around to thinking things through. The young fairy from the Ace of Summer has grown up. While she enjoys her private garden, she is full of magic and patiently waits for love to come. Additional meanings of this card: social invitations, love letters, a special new friend, confidential information, interpreting dreams. There's a lot going on here for the Divine Masculine's energy. And it all seems to have a lot to do with your vibrational alignment, Divine Feminine. Let's have a look at Maya. Schooling, study and education helps your life purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So very much the angels are with the Divine Masculine, guiding, helping him to understand, find clarity. Finding clarity through contrast. You don't need to focus on the Divine Masculine's contrast, okay? You just need to focus on your own contrast list. And ask yourself, well, what do I want then? Okay. And know that it will rub off. Maya. We strongly recommend that you continue with your education because the education information, the additional information and experience will accelerate the fruition of your life's purpose. You may worry about having the means to go forward with this schooling, but we assure you that everything will be provided to you along the way. This educational process brings you great rewards. It enriches your understanding of your spiritual power and accelerates your memory and motivation towards your life purpose. We will guide you to teachers, schools, books, funds, schedules, and all of the resources that are plentifully available to you now. Plentifully available. The Divine Masculine is like, he's schooling. He's at school. He's being schooled. Homeschooled. Okay. Let's have a look at your daily guidance from your angels. This is an opportunity to forgive. Just with these colours here. The Eight of Summer, the desire for a more meaningful life, And then we have the Princess of Summer, or the Prince of Summer. He's gentle, sensitive, kind, and inexperienced. So he's just gaining all the knowledge that he needs, okay, on how to use the tools of the trade. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. And isn't that needed? It feels like it's needed today. Okay. Where's the book to this? Oh, it's right here. The angels sent you this card because they see that you've grown weary of a reoccurring negative pattern in your life. To break this cycle, it's important for you to release old toxic thoughts about the current situation and relationship. You can do this by breathing deeply, and on each exhalation, giving your fears, worries, anger, and other painful emotions to the angels. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you are condoning the other person's behaviour. It just means that you're unwilling to carry toxic feelings and thoughts about him or her. Release, be free, and experience positive patterns through forgiveness. It's very much this forgiving energy being extended towards the divine masculine here. Additional meanings for this card: avoid blaming yourself or others. As you release anger, a creative solution, a creative resolution to this situation will appear. There are hidden blessings in this relationship and situation. Focus upon desires instead of fears or judgments. I'm not sure if you've done something, divine masculine, that you feel is looked at as being unforgivable. Okay, you have to remind yourself that everything was in order for you to grow. Everything's in cosmic order. Okay. Oracle of Fairies, flourish. The Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. I feel like there's a big misunderstanding in the collective about actually what each counterpart is up to. Okay. Or where they're up to. As in, like, with your personal development, with your maturity. And I feel like it's like you're both wanting to actually know, where are you up to? What have you been up to? So flourish. It's all coming from the masculine's energy here. Kind of, I don't know if he's wondering whether the divine feminine's left. She's in another connection. And I feel that's because the divine masculine, he's had enough of himself. So he would think, well, it would just be probable that the divine feminine's had enough of me as well. Okay, well, let's have a look. Flourish. From dirty mud, beautiful flowers emerge. We can liken mud to the trials of life, trials of love. From dirty mud, beautiful flowers emerge. We can liken mud to the trials of life, to the things that have hurt us, but also ultimately shaped us and helped us to grow into the people we are today. From pain comes growth, and this growth can inspire others who are going through similar discomfort. The Lotus Flower Fairy comes to say that you have a wealth of experience that can be used to help others. And I do feel the divine masculine has something that you need, divine feminine, like as in knowledge, wealth, just something. And you also have, there's something in you that he needs, divine feminine. Clarity, I believe. When we learn from the past and from painful experiences, we can truly and fully flourish into beautiful beings who shine from the inside. You're a beautiful flower born of the lessons of the past. If you're going through a tough time right now, this fairy reminds you that you're receiving life's spiritual ingredients with which to grow and flourish. This card also tells you that a lotus flower and a rose can't be compared, for every flower is unique and beautiful, and the same goes for us humans. We each have special talents and skills, and no one can be as good at being you as you are. The fairies know this only too well, so celebrate the wonderful person you've become and continue to flourish, precious one. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's finish with this postcard from Spirit for the masculine side. For the Emperor, it says here, you are loved. You can't compare a rose and a lotus flower. Dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you always and forever. We just adore you over here. What would love do? That's it, Divine Masculine. That's it. That's it. What would love do? Divine Feminine. The Seven of Summer. Okay, this was the page that didn't want to turn. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. I do feel like this is a knock-on effect. You'll have to take whatever, just take whatever resonates with you and what you need to take on board. Okay. Seven of Summer. I don't feel drawn to read this just yet. Let's carry on and have a look. Strength. The strength of the Divine Feminine. This is really helping the masculine here to become courageous. This is used to. It's about you getting used to being the two of you. The blending of it with the Strength card. I feel like you're having a knock-on effect with the Divine Masculine's energy as you remain strong, Divine Feminine. Wow. Most definitely, you can see the feminine energy. You're helping to purify the Divine Masculine, so it's important that you carry on shining bright and vibing high. The Strength card with Temperance, both about balancing out masculine, feminine energy. Queen of Autumn, generous, stylish, gracious and practical. What's interesting is I'm actually seeing a difference in relationships. So I'm seeing one relationship that's cold, and it's like stone. And then I'm actually seeing the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine in the number 11 card is actually having a look. They've got more colour and life to them than this here. This kept coming through. It's like, what's the point? You just feel like you're trying to get blood from a stone. There's contrast here. And then we have a wife card. And I actually feel like that's why it kind of threw in two relationships here. There's a choice between a warming relationship and a cold relationship. Queen of Autumn. Generous, stylish, gracious and practical. She feels cold. What's she pointing at? Look. I never noticed before. This is how she wants life to be. This is how life will be with the Divine Masculine. He won't really be a Divine Masculine. He's cold as ice. It's like his blood just coming out of his mouth, this lion. And it's like she's taking it and then, I don't know, it gives her power. These are not good cards here. See, there's the contrast. Being with someone who's very cold and low, like a negative Nelly, and then having this warm, comforting connection. And with like the lamb, it just takes me to vibrant springtime, like leaping lambs. Leaping lambs. The moon. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. This is the angel that's coming in for the masculine. So we have the divine masculine here. You can see that he's procrastinating, divine feminine. And he's being told, you need to see like the rainbow bridge now. So it's like he needs to see things crystal clear. The Seven of Summer. There are pros and cons to virtually every decision. The situation you're currently in is demanding a choice from you, and procrastination is simply no longer an option. What you decide involves actions that may benefit you physically, emotionally, financially, intellectually, or spiritually. Recognizing that you always have a choice is a great realization about your personal power. However, it also means that you are responsible for the outcome of your choices. The moment to choose has arrived. You could make a list of every possible alternative and evaluate it, or you could ask God and your angels for guidance. But the time to choose is now. Daydreaming can be a lovely way to get insight into a challenging situation, or it can be a way to avoid taking action. Making sure that your imaginings serve a productive and positive purpose. Make a plan to put your dreams into action one step at a time. A fairy allows sunshine to shine through a prism onto a bed of white roses. Took a big gulp then. The roses indicate that his intentions are pure, but the prism shows that there are many possibilities. Additional meanings of this card: wishful thinking, needing to regain focus, overanalyzing, too many choices, receiving guidance to detox. So we have the strength here, which I feel is the true divine counterpart connection. Card number 11, well, half of it. It's like half of the deal is on the table. Okay. The golden rule asks us to treat others as we would like to be treated ourselves. Okay. When you show kindness and respect to those around you, they are drawn to you as a pillar of strength. Having the courage of your convictions will get you through any challenge, great or small. You are a very sensitive and caring soul. This is a strength, not a weakness. And I feel this is you, divine feminine, that it's already made mention, hasn't it, about being a very caring. That was with the it was the Princess of Summer, wasn't it? Inexperienced, caring, gentle, dreamy. You are a very sensitive and caring soul. This is a strength, not a weakness. Don't be afraid to show your empathy for others, while also standing up for yourself should you need to say no. Our fairy stands with the lion and the lamb, symbolising that there's strength within gentleness. Additional meanings for this card: the power of kindness, forgiving yourself and others, overcoming challenges through grace and willpower, and having patience with those around you, believing in yourself. And it says on here, the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The process, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Okay, so let's have a look at this energy. I'm not really liking this energy. I'm not liking the blend too much. It says here, take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, there's no need to rush. Now is the time to be open to compromise and cooperation with others. The perfect resolution is one in which each person's input is taken into consideration and blended into a win-win that everyone can feel good about. Now, seeing as this feminine just pointing to, I believe that she's kind of controlling, it's just her input. There's no merging of viewpoints. I feel like it's this feminine's way or the highway. It speaks for itself, doesn't it? You either follow this feminine who's controlling everything. I feel like she's trying to be practical. It's either her way or you opt for the highway. Okay, the higher path. It's time to pause, take a few deep breaths, or even go for a quiet walk with the fairies in nature. Ask them to remove any anxieties you're experiencing so that you can return to a place of peace. This time of reflection can help you become aware of new and creative solutions. Be open to unique ideas that can be mixed together to bring about unanticipated and exciting results. So definitely the Divine Masculine's finding his clarity of who he's wanting to merge viewpoints with, you Divine Feminine, through the contrast that he has been living. Okay. Or through his past relationships. Our fairy stands before the mighty lion at the mouth of Chalice Well. Blood red iron ore in the water represents the feminine energy, while the white water represents the masculine force. So I'm saying that there's been, this feminine here has emasculated this male. It's just a male, it's not divine in her eyes. Okay. So you can see there's feminine energy that's pouring out of the lion, and she is taking the power of it and becoming very empowered by this masculine's weakness to not be able to stand up for himself. Okay. There's a big vibrational gap between these two. And it's affecting the Divine Masculine. It's like it's rubbing off on him. This is the negative Nelly in the home. In the Divine Masculine's home, and it's affecting his inner security, or has been. Anyway, together they are collected. Let's reread that. Our fairy stands before the mighty lion at the mouth of Chalice Well. Blood red iron ore in the water represents the feminine energy, while the white water represents the masculine force. Together they are collected into the chalice and symbolise the balance of the male and female strengths within each of us. The two energies are equally important for creation, health, success and happiness. And I feel like the Divine Masculine in this case is more of the feminine energy, and then the feminine in this case, the female of the species, is actually more masculine. I was picking up on this yesterday. There's no blending of both. There's no balance. So additional meanings of this card: moderation and self-restraint, merging viewpoints to create a superior opportunity, taking your time and not rushing, a reaction that's appropriate to the situation. All in order, cosmic order, Queen of Autumn, Queen of Pentacles. Consider the Queen to be like a fairy godmother. She cares about everyone and cannot wait to swoop in to save the day. She is generous and giving and loves to make dreams come true. She adores luxuries and beautiful things. She could probably spin straw into gold if you asked her, and she'd certainly love to give it a try. Her family means the world to her, and she has the ability to run a small company and a large household without so much as breaking a sweat. She also has a very keen eye for decorating. Her motto is, form and function, dearie, form and function. Her tastes are also expensive, very expensive. She's discerning and picky. Fortunately, she's good with money because she spends it like crazy, and that just cut me off. Okay. Speaking about how she likes to spend money. Let's just read the message and not actually put any input into it. Let's just read the message and not put any input into it. Okay. The window's closed. That's extremely... Don't focus on it. I won't. Okay, the Queen of Autumn sits on her throne. We haven't quite finished the message. Um, it was actually when it cut off, I was still saying more. It was on 3%, actually. That went down really quickly today. Okay. Anyway, form and function, dearie, form and function. Her tastes are also expensive, very expensive. She's discerning and picky. Fortunately, she's good with money because she spends it like crazy, and she tends to marry well. And what I felt was this marrying well was like kind of just marrying for money into money. Okay, she likes someone who can financially support her, and that's important. I feel like for this is energy. Really, she could be putting pressure onto the divine masculine for like more money, more money. You're not producing enough. You're not producing enough. That's not good for the human soul to feel as if you're not an asset or you're not producing. That you're no good. You're good for nothing. The Queen of Autumn sits on her throne. She may appear inactive, but magic swirls around her. The rabbit by her side symbolises the prosperity and creativity at her command. Additional meanings of this card: the ability to make anything more beautiful, being extremely sensitive, a love of gardening, and a wonderful parent. And I feel like she actually has the ability to be all of these things, but will she use her ability? Or will, not only will she drain her own potential, but she's also draining the potential of the divine masculine here. And I felt like an archangel's been sent in. The moon. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. I feel like help has come in for the divine masculine, really. Okay, the moon. To unveil this secret, let's have a look. Card number 18. As this reading is quite energetically draining if I allow it to drain me. But it has picked up and the sun is out. That's perfect. I'm going to go and get out into the garden. So the universe is sending you messages right now about the perfect next step to take. Out we go, Lucy, out into the garden. Listen to the guidance you receive in the form of intuitive, synchronistic events, symbols and sleeping dreams. Be alert for people or situations that may not be quite what they seem. Give yourself a reading or speak to, or give yourself a talking to, or give yourself a reading or speak to a professional or friend who is psychic. Embrace the loving information you receive. It is divinely inspired. Worry is unnecessary and will only slow down your progress. There's no need to be afraid. Let go of fear. If any part of your life no longer feels right, then trust your intuition and make the necessary changes. Our fairy plays a stringed instrument under the light of a crescent moon. Her reflection in the water, however, shows her playing a different instrument, indicating that under the moon things are not always what they appear to be. Additional meanings of this card: psychic awareness, seeing what you didn't see before, no longer being afraid, becoming a professional intuitive or reader, hidden information, the power of your sleeping dreams. Okay, we're gonna get this wrapped up, guys. So let's get through these cards. The sun's out. Astara, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. In the past, you have settled for less than you wanted, but no more. No more. I am here to raise your standards. I am also here to show you that you need not suffer in any way. It isn't selfish to desire a better life. The more that you receive, the more you are able to give to others. When you allow us to give to you, you're also supplied with all of the necessary tools for your life purpose. You also inspire others when you show that the spiritual path gives you all of the support you could ever need. God and the angels want you to enjoy your life. Happiness is a holy part of your divine mission. Whatever we can do to bring joy and peace into your life, please ask. We have noticed a reluctance on your part to ask for help. Perhaps you have felt that you didn't deserve good, or that you will be taken away from someone else if you received our help. Yet God only knows abundance, and humans are the only ones who believe in scarcity. This card is a reminder that God and the angels can only intervene if you request our help. Isabella, yes, the timing is right for this venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Isabella. In answer to your question, yes, this situation is everything that you hoped it would be. It is still a good idea to keep your eyes open and pray for angelic assistance along the way. Even ideal situations require adjustments as you move forward. However, we angels foresee smooth sailing with this decision. The opportunity is even more favourable because of the timing. Several pieces of the puzzle have now fallen into place. You have also learned some valuable lessons that have prepared you. Your patience has paid off, and now it is time for you to reap the rewards. Take bold steps while listening to the wise guidance of your heart as you move forward fearlessly. It's a good reading, guys. Right, let's get some daily guidance from your angels. Notice the signs and jot them down. Your proof. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and never alone. Notice the signs. The angels gave you this card to help you understand the signs you've been receiving lately. These signs may include feathers, coins, butterflies, birds, or other repetitive visions that make you think of the angels, who have deliberately sent you these signs to let you know that they're nearby, protecting, loving, and guiding you. Additional meanings for this card. Your departed loved ones in heaven are saying hello, I love you. Notice and believe in the repetitive signs you receive as validations that you're on the right path. Have faith, follow the signs that are guiding you to your heart's desire. And it feels like a very motherly energy that's coming through for the Divine Masculine, I feel. Okay. We've got 2 fairy oracle cards. The first, we've got no coffee. We've got a little drizzle. We've got friendship. It's nice to actually see friendship on the table. Okay. Focus. Lucy, just read the words on the card. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Friendship. We all need someone we can trust to share our private thoughts with. This card tells you to reach out to old or new friends, to gather your friends around you, for there's power in numbers. Friends can offer advice that can give us hope and another point of view. Page number 44. Fairies too gather in groups to support each other, and there's great wisdom and comfort in doing this. Like-minded and like-hearted friends are like fairy dust, shining in our darkest and lightest hours, and are always there for each other, no matter what time of day or night it is. True friends celebrate our successes and our joy, for they're truly happy when we're happy. This card is also asking if you are being a good friend, or have you neglected your friendships. Perhaps an old college or school friend needs you to reach out. Close your eyes and see who pops into your mind, then get in touch with them. Perhaps give them a call or send an email just to say hi and check they're doing okay. Friendships can last a lifetime and should be treasured. It could also be time to make new friends, so join a class to learn a new skill or go for a walk at a popular park or attraction. By getting out and exploring, you're much more likely to meet others with similar interests than if you stay at home. You never know, you could make an #FFF, a fairy friend forever. Precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. And the Strength card goes to the floor. Are you a clock watcher, or does it feel like the days are passing you by? The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully, even in peaceful solitude or meditation, to make the most of your time on earth and celebrate the magical gift of life. With time comes age, and with age often comes wisdom, which makes wisdom a precious gift from time if we've learned the lessons that time has gifted to us. Perhaps you feel as though you never have enough time to do all the things you need to, but it's our attitude to time that dictates the way it impacts our lives. In fairyland, time isn't linear, so fairies don't feel the same restrictions and confines of time that we experience here in the human realm. If you're governed by time and are always glancing at your watch, try taking it off and notice how it makes you feel. Feeling free within time is a beautiful experience. Be aware of time, but don't be ruled by it, and always make time for yourself. This card could also be saying that you're about to learn a timely lesson. It's also important to respect the time of others. Are you always fashionably late? If so, set your alarm a little earlier, arrive on time, and surprise everyone. Okay. Postcard from Spirit. Said that a departed loved one is saying, hello, I love you. Let's have a look from the message from Spirit. It says, live your dreams. Dear wonderful you, intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to spirit and to us. There is amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy is truly empowering. So maybe, let's get the words out, Lucy. I don't know, just like, they stopped. So may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You'll be so glad you did. Loving you so, so, so much. Okay, we need to get this wrapped up. Guys, if you want to book yourself in a reading or coaching sessions, bit of a rumbling out now, then please reach out. I haven't actually heard from any of you. On the coaching sessions or on the donation front or on what do you need to know, learn, focus on. Guys, what's the point? The point is to be mindful, not to waste others' time either. You're going to show up, you're going to show up. I'll carry on showing up, guys, but it's there for you. Okay, we're dropping like our words now. I'm going to be doing the Ascension reading soon, guys. So if you would like actually a personal, if you're not interested in the others, then I'm not going to keep offering them if they're not beneficial for you. Okay, if you don't really need to know what you need to know, what you need to learn, what you need to focus on because you've got all that in hand, happy days. If you don't need coaching sessions because you've got it all under control, happy days. I'm not going to keep offering services that it's apparent that you're not requiring or not wanting. Okay, you might be needing them, but you're not wanting them. So, yeah, I'm not going to keep like flogging a dead horse. So I do have the Ascension reading that I will be offering. The Ascension reading will cover you for summer. I'll do you guys a collective one, and then you have it free of charge, and you can just use that for your own benefit. But when you actually invest, you actually pay more attention because you've made an investment. Okay, so Ascension reading, £44. We've been clicking on that number today. £44. Whether I hear from you or not, guys, I will still put the collective reading out there. Okay, it's just the fact is I haven't heard from a lot of you in a long time. I have my coaching sessions that I'm doing now, but as in with any of you wanting to book a reading or any service from me, it seems that you're just quite happy to receive the free stuff, which is, it's fine. Absolutely fine. Okay, right. Well, I'm not going to say that I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing. The divine will take me away if this isn't beneficial for you anymore. Or it's not a benefit for me to be giving my time to you guys in this way so consistently all the time. I'm sure that you guys can understand where I'm coming from. I'm sure that if you were in my position, you would probably make mention of it as well. Okay, let's end with a roomy message. It's gone dark, hasn't it? It's gone dark. I don't know why it's gone dark, because that's not on my conscience, because I give, guys. So it's time for me to receive. And I'm not going to receive by keep giving and giving and giving. I have to retreat so that I can actually receive back. What is this song that I keep humming? Rumi. I'm not going to take all those. Thanks. Divine Mother manifests. 15. And what I wanted to say is I'm not expecting to manifest my abundance through the channel, but I think that a show of appreciation is not unheard of. That's what I want to say. It's not I'm expecting this channel to manifest for me. It's just like, what is this channel manifesting? Okay. 15. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions. Accept the gloom and accept the bliss, for those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. We share her, this divine mother, you and I, we are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies, her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, and her breath is felt upon this earth, casting the roar of the ocean waters. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She is all, nurturing life into existence. She is in my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. I think it's raining. She is all, this great lady. Nothing lies outside of her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace, and that includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest, without exception, flows from her being. That is why it is safe to trust in life. Even, most especially, the inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light and we pray for love. We honour and live our lives with its mysteries, with its much integrity, with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not. Yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limiting standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation. Something you have been working towards, growing into, loving and dreaming for perhaps a very long time, is finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you have caught a sniff of the aromas from the divine kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready and it smells delicious. Or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door to the divine dining room, only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no clue what is about to happen. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or future, you have yet to realise what is coming to life for you this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honour, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such a grand occasion. You are being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired. It is time, and the bestowal of this gift is as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form, or how it should be according to your opinion, or the opinion of others, it is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creations, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations. You are one of her creations, and so is the imminent manifestation of your own heart truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. It's very dark. Was it something I said? I feel like I trigger people. I'm only telling you the truth, that no one has reached out for a reading or donated to the channel or want coaching sessions. That's all I'm saying. And it's like, if you don't actually appreciate what's in front of you, you can't expect it to stick around, can you? If you're just taking. I'm sure you wouldn't question it. Okay. Like I said to you, it's not a necessity. It's not like this or that. It's like, if you don't do this, then this is going to occur. I don't know what's going to occur, but I know my worth. Okay. And I'm very aware of whether or not I'm feeling appreciated via the channel. I've been here 3 years, guys. Okay. If it's time's up, it's time's up. I'm not going to sit here all the time, just keep feeding you, and kind of feeling as if you're not really giving much back. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are held in the love and protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother and the work of love. So then allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. And I'm at that point where it's just like, what? This morning it was like, what's the point? It's like if I have no one to serve on an individual level, I can serve the collective, which is absolutely fine. But there's only so far that will take me, or maybe that's the direction I'm meant to be in. But I can do that behind the scenes, guys. I don't have to actually keep coming up and showing up energy. And I'm not asking any of you to be here. And it isn't it's my choice to be here. It's a divine choice. It's not like a guilt trip. It's just like, you guys like to think that you're part of a tribe. And I don't really know much about most of you. I can probably name a handful of you that I actually really know after 3 years. The rest of you, it's like, I'm not sure what you're expecting, whether you're just expecting to maybe jump onto whatever I manifest. But if I don't know you, then there's no way, really. Even you guys that don't have like regular readings, conversations, phone calls, Skype calls with me, how do you expect to be part of a friendship group when you might like to call yourself a friend, but do I actually feel that you guys are extremely appreciative? You can tell me all the time that I help you. How do you help me? Maybe that's what you need to ask. If I help you, how are you helping me? Sacred honour and ritual. What's the energy exchange? Because there's a big imbalance between what I give and what I receive back from you guys. Place your left hand with palm facing upwards in front of you, reaching out as if to receive. I will be doing this, guys, because there's a block on my energy. It feels like it's in there. I can go off of camera, and maybe you guys, if you want to, if you kind of miss my presence, then you'll have to find me elsewhere, won't you? Or someone else would just come in to replace what I was to you. There's only one me though. But you know that. I don't like this energy. So can we get this wrapped up? And I'll leave it with you guys, honestly. Because I really want to work with people that I can progress with. Okay, and like plan future endeavours with. Place your left hand with palm facing upwards in front of you, reaching out as if to receive. Say aloud, Divine Mother, through your gracious compassion and bounty, I humbly bow. Bow your head to your hand for a moment, or if you wish, kneel and kiss the floor. In this action, you allow yourself to truly surrender into the workings of love. Just intend to surrender and it shall be. Then arise and place your left hand out again with palm facing up. I want to say, actually, I don't care about doing, like, messing around with this sacred honour and ritualism. I actually feel it's masculines. You need to reach out. It's like rarely, and I can name some of you masculines, and it's like you need to reach out rather than just sitting behind the scenes absorbing all this energy that I'm giving to you. Like, you guys don't even speak up. So I'm not just pinpointing it at you, Divine Feminines. I think as a collective we could all make a bit more of an effort towards treasuring this space that we have, that I've created, that actually we've created. I can tell whether or not I created it, because when I go away, let's see how you all bring yourselves together as a tribe, with me being absent. Okay, it's not just that you lose my influence, you'll lose the influence of each other, because without me there's no premieres. I can stop the premieres now, and then I cut off that from you. It's like, don't cut off the hand that feeds you. I'm serious, guys. Okay. And the thing is, I've done this for years now with people just taking my energy, just taking it and taking it and taking it, and it will deplete me. And then there's no kind of feeling of appreciation or any kind of energy exchange to kind of make me feel that it's worth my time and effort to put it into this. Okay. So place your left hand with palms facing upwards in front of you, reaching out as if to receive. Say aloud, Divine Mother, manifest. Divine Mother, through your gracious compassion and bounty, I humbly bow. Bow your head to your hand for a moment, and if you wish, kneel and kiss the floor. In this action, allow yourself to truly surrender into the workings of love. Just intend to surrender, and it shall be. Then arise and place your left hand out again with palm facing up and arm extended slightly as if to receive, and say aloud, I willingly accept the bestowal of grace now manifesting into form as a heartfelt wish delivered to me through the Divine Mother's genius and generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. I've finished this reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. I'm off. Seriously, I don't mean to have this attitude, but I've experienced this and I know my worth, guys. It's like when I do a disappearing act, people will go, well, what happened? Ask yourself what happened. Did you appreciate it? What was sent as in the form of this channel? Did you really appreciate it? Or did you just use and abuse it? I don't give a shit what other channels are out there. They're not the same as mine. I'm a personal development coach. Like, I don't even know how much this knowledge would cost you if you went out there and sought personal training. If you actually signed yourself up for personal development courses, you're talking thousands. And I give it to you all for free that's in here. And maybe I just won't be doing that so much anymore. And it's not going to be my loss, is it? I don't feel so. I don't feel that it's going to be my loss. I'm just going to evolve into my next stage. It's just who's coming with me. I'm off. I love you all dearly, and I'm not going to keep telling you that every day. And I'll speak to you soon, I imagine. Okay. Much love. Bye for now. We're not going? Bye. Because I've got an attitude. I have got an attitude. I can have a big attitude problem if I feel that, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Okay. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Still not cutting off. Why will you not cut me off?